Hello, I'm Titi Lokwe Fadari. Welcome to another edition of Premium Times Weekly Podcast. Russia attacks Ukraine. Is this a war? Unfortunately, yes. 2 nights ago, Russian president did what he swore he would never do. He invaded Ukraine from all sides and called on its military to lay down its arms. Although most of the targets were military bases, there was clearly substantial damage. 137 civilians have been killed in Ukraine, while 316 are severely injured. Over 100,000 people have been displaced. The Russian president, who addressed his nation as well as the one he was attacking, said it is a special military operation to protect people who have been subjected to abuse and genocide by the Ukrainian regime for 8 years. The Russian leader warned other countries that any attempt to interfere with the Russian action will lead to consequences they have never seen. Can anyone dare him, or does that mean everyone is afraid of Russia? Oh yes. US President Joe Biden has imposed severe economic sanctions on Russia, and the aim is to cripple the Russian economy, its financial institutions, and its access to technology. In another rest step, the US confirmed it will sanction the Russian president and foreign minister. The US president said the Russian president and his country will bear the consequences for choosing this war, but the strong-head Russia told America they are ready for any development of events and all the necessary decisions have been made. Experts are even saying that the Russian invasion wasn't really about Ukraine. It's about the United States, about history and settling old scores. This is exactly 30 years after the Cold War. Many countries of the world have continued to condemn the attack on Ukraine and offer support to the country and its citizens. Our own African Union was late to register its diplomatic position. The AU said it was extremely concerned at the very serious and dangerous situation created in Ukraine. Africa called on Russia and other actors to respect international law, territorial integrity, and sovereignty of Ukraine. Both Ukraine and Russia were urged by Africa to cease fire and open political negotiations without delay. On its part, the United Nations has pleaded with Russia to stop the war in the name of humanity. We hope Russia will listen for the sake of humanity. But for a good while, I've been thinking of Nigerians in Ukraine. Guess what? The Nigerian government told its citizens in Ukraine that they are on their own. In other words, the citizens are responsible for their personal security and safety. Over 4,000 Nigerian students in Ukraine were not happy with the government when they said they feel abandoned by their country amidst the escalating war between Russia and Ukraine. Tensions over the Ukraine-Russia crisis have been simmering for more than 2 months, but the Nigerian government said it was surprised when the war materialized on Thursday. As the tension escalates, federal lawmakers have resolved to work with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to commence the evacuation of Nigerians in Ukraine. If they are doing that, somebody needs to advise them to be fast too, because when it comes to Russia, the most pessimistic scenario is usually the most likely one. As always, this edition was written by Kabir Yusuf. I am Titi Lokwe Fadari. See you next week, and please do not forget, if you like this podcast, kindly share and favorite, and also visit www.premiumtimesnj.com to catch the latest edition of this podcast series.